Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into a specific fantasy Premier League. We'll look at the August results, the prizes, and really dig into some different player strategies. The aim here is for you to see what kinds of approaches lead to success or, don't. Okay, so let's get into it. This isn't just a casual thing, right? We've got 14 players, and they each put in 75 pounds.
Yeah, so that builds up quite a bit, 1,050 pounds in the pot altogether.
Exactly. And the main prizes are pretty hefty, 250 pounds for the winner, 150 pounds second, 50 pounds for third.
But it's not just about the top spots, is it?
No, that's right. They've got these Manager of the Month prizes too, 10 of them, 25 pounds each, plus a cup prize and 300 pounds set aside for a night out.
Keeps people invested right from the start, I suppose.
Yeah.
That monthly motivation.
Definitely. So speaking of August's Manager of the Month, drumroll, it's Daniel Thompson. With his team, Hot Fuss.
Dan, that's quite something, isn't it, considering his less than stellar record in past seasons.
It really is.
And what's really fascinating maybe is thinking about his day job. He's an accountant. Does that analytical mindset, that sort of risk management focus play a role here? It kind of feels like it might. Prioritizing steady points over wild swings.
That's a really interesting angle because his win was, well, narrow, just edged out Dougal Trentham's team by 2 points. But looking at Dan's month, it really was, like you said, about consistency. Points coming from all over the pitch, not just one or two guys.
Right. Distributed scoring.
Yeah, like Ekitike chipping in early, 11 points in game week 1. And then that Bruno Fernandes captaincy in game week 3, huge. 20 points, doubled. That felt crucial.
Absolutely crucial. And that's the perfect contrast to Dougal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dan's strength was that spread of points. Dougal, on the other hand, much more, let's say, volatile.
Volatile is a good
And
one.
he went all in on Haaland, who, exploded in game week 1. Captained him for 26 points.
Incredible start, yeah.
But then game week 2, Haaland didn't fire, and Dougal's score just plummeted, dropped right down to 40 points for the week. It's high risk, high reward. Maybe a bit like his rumored personal style. High drama, loves the big moments.
Perhaps. So Dan, the steady accountant, Dougal, the flamboyant risk taker. Okay, let's look at the other end. Rob M. and his team, what's going on, ended up bottom of the pile for August, 128 points total.
Ouch.
Yeah, pretty inconsistent scoring. He actually hit a real low in game week 2, only 30 points. Interestingly, he also had that 20-point Bruno captaincy in game week 3, same as Dan, but it just wasn't enough to pull him up.
And that right there raises the big question.
Yeah.
Why didn't his strategy work? What went wrong? We know Rob's background, right? Ex-pro sportsman.
Yeah.
Maybe the sort of academic, analytical side of FPL just isn't his natural strength.
Could be. It feels like his team just didn't have that broad base of contributors.
Exactly. Those big scores like the Bruno one were just flashes in the pan. Almost like, hero ball in sports, relying on one star to do everything.
Instead of the whole team pulling together.
Right. The analysis suggests he needs everyone chipping in, not just hoping for magic moments, and apparently he needs Salah.
So bringing it back to you, the listener, what can you take away from all this for your own thinking? In fantasy leagues or, anywhere else?
Well, I think it really highlights that core difference. You've got Dan's strategy, consistent, spread the risk, steady points versus Dougal's high stakes, relying heavily on maybe one or two big hitters. Dan's precision seemed to pay off with stability. Dougal's flair brought excitement, but also risk. And Rob, well, focusing on individual brilliance just wasn't enough without the team foundation.
So maybe the final thought for you to chew on is this. How much does our own background, accountant, athlete, whatever, how much does our inherent way of thinking actually shape the strategies we pick? Especially in games like this that blend skill and chance. Something to think about.